So here we are with New Kings Boxing, Robert Lloyd Taylor and Robert Taylor Promotions and Robert Lloyd Taylor Management as well.
Lloyd Taylor. Yeah.
Lloyd Taylor, yes. Hi Rob, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good to have you down.
No, it's perfect to catch up with you again. Just let us know sort of, what's been going on behind the scenes and sort of, what are you sort of working towards?
Nothing much changed really. We've been training non-stop. And now the small ball shows are back on. We just got a couple of boys' dates and working towards that now. So just upped it a little bit. But as I say, nothing's really changed. We've continued training and we're at a good place. Just up it a little bit and we're good to go.
So you've got, of course, Fuaad Huseen the Pirate. You've got Aaron Sinclair, the sniper. You've got Ryan Ari Walsh as well, and even Lewis Lye is sort of back.
Yeah.
So how had the progress been, sort of?
And Bradley Townsend as well.
Oh, yes, of course, Bradley. Yes. Preparation for all of the fighters in terms of they're getting ready to sort of get back in.
Yeah. As I say, they've had their little bouts. They've disappeared. With COVID, everything going on. But mainly we've just been maintaining. I've been in the gym all the time. Just been working continuously, working on new things. So when we've got the fight dates, it's just a case of upping it a little bit, and we're good to go.
And of course, Fuad's back on Saturday, and that's going to be his seventh professional fight.
Eighth,
of course. So seventh was his last. And just about to say, have you got any more plans for more fights during the year?
Yeah, we want to keep all the boys busy, but Fuad's out on Saturday. We hope to get him back out again, pretty sharpish after that, and we've got to start stepping him up now. We've lost 2.5 years. Because of
these conditions.
Because of the pandemic. So we get him going, start stepping him up, and we've got to start winning titles now.
Fantastic. And of course also with Ryan Walsh, he had a call out with Ricky Hatton's son Campbell Hatton. How do you think that could go if that fight ever happens?
I think that's a good fight. What could happen, because as you know, he's 0-1, even though we, as well as the whole crowd, thought that he won his debut. It's a good clash of styles. His hero is Ricky Hatton. He boxes very similar to Ricky, and I think it's a brilliant story for the Zone and Matchroom to put on. So let's get him a fight, get him a win, and hopefully get that fight made.
Of course, and I'm sure it'll be very, very intriguing for the British public to see, how good Campbell Hatton actually is, right?
Yeah, it's a good fight for him, and it's a brilliant story for DAZN and Matchroom, 100%.
Yes, and of course, now boxing's sort of expanding because it's now on streaming as well with DAZN. Yeah. So you would imagine there's more shows happening now, hopefully, more televised because of DAZN. It's quite a good deal, $1.99 I think it was. So it's super cheap for the fans at the moment.
They're due to go up, but it's great value.
Yeah, it's like an introductory offer, right? Yeah. At the moment.
So he's been training well. Fuad's he's a good trainer anyway. He's got a good natural fitness. So I've been working a lot of technique, and then we start stepping up after that and start aiming towards titles.
So you would be thinking at Southern area first level, or even higher than that?
It depends what's available. Southern area, English, and then we definitely want to start moving them on fast, because what's through now? 27. So we've lost 2.5 years, so no time to waste. He's ready to go. So let's start moving.
Fantastic. And of course you've got Aaron Sinclair as well, and he'll be sort of getting back in. And what do you expect for Aaron in the next sort of couple of months to a year?
So Aaron's the same thing. 2.5 years lost. He's always in good shape, Aaron. He's improved greatly, and he's the same thing for Aaron as well. He's ready to move on for Southern area. One fight in, and let's get going.
Fantastic. And also, for the British public, we're all sort of anticipating the potential Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury match. What do you think could happen in that one, if it does happen?
I think they've both first got to get through their next fights. I think AJ beats Usyk as long as he boxes to his story rather than fall into Usyk's. With Tyson Fury now, for me, that's very, very interesting. I think when you look back in history, you're going to look at that performance of Tyson Fury as his standout performance through his career. If he'd top that again, I don't know. So I think all the improvements can be made by Deontay Wilder, and as you know, all he needs is one shot to change the course of the fight. So I don't think that's a pushover for Tyson Fury. If I was a betting man, I don't know. That's a tough fight for him to get through, in my opinion. If they both win their fights, Tyson and AJ, same size, stronger, can box. I like them both. I would lean towards AJ, but it's a great fight. I think the English public.
Yeah, if the unification happens, especially in England, it's going to be huge.
That has to happen. If they can raise the money, ideally in England, which I doubt they can do, but it's a great fight. But they both have to get through their next bouts, which is no pushover.
Of course, and also mentioning sort of Lewis Lye.
Yeah.
He's sort of back and in training. He's obviously been off for quite some time. So what's the plan for him?
So he's just got back in. Like he moved away. He had a lot of personal stuff going on. He's back in the gym. Same thing for him. 2.5 years. He's 27. No time to waste. But his ability, he can be progressed quite fast. And so my hope is, just get him back on weight, get him firing again, and just push him forward like the rest of the boys.
Yeah, and he's like a big puncher, right? So with Lewis, you always know you're going to get a good show.
He's like a complete package. He's got the power, but technically, like the natural ability he has is like world class. So he can be moved quite fast.
And also to mention, Rob, that you've taken on quite a lot of new fighters because you took over from Paddy Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. So it's Bradley Townsend that we've got. So as I said, he's boxing Southern Area Eliminator in September. Paddy's done a great job with him. Hopefully, with my knowledge and experience to help push him that little bit further. I think we have him quite successful. And he's
and he
nice.
can then actually fight for, once the eliminator's out of the way, he can fight for the actual title itself.
Yeah. If not that, move on to another title. Yeah. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he can be quiet. He's more of a boxer, like technician. Just adding a few more dimensions to his game. We like to have a well-rounded kind of fighter in the gym, not just good at one thing. Good all-rounders. And I think he can be successful with us. He's a good fit into the gym. He gets on with everyone. Everyone gets on with him, and he's been making improvements since he's here. So, I
think you mentioned he's a welterweight, right? So
he's a welterweight. Yeah, so it's a stacked division. But
there's always so much talent in welterweight.
Yeah, he's got a shout, definitely.
Fantastic. And sort of any message to the audience, any sort of shout outs, Rob. Anything you have to say, you can.
No shout outs, just I'm happy that things are slowly starting to progress forward again. Hopefully, if things start kicking off again, we can find some way to keep the small hall shows going, because as you know, it's only TV promoters who are able to put the shows on. So
and people have been deprived seeing fights in person, right? So that's you can't replicate that by just watching it at home. So.
No. So hopefully we can just keep the ball rolling with the small hall shows and get back to building up the boxers and helping them earn their living as well, as well as the managers, promoters as well.
Fantastic, Mr. Robert Lloyd Taylor.
Yeah, thank you
so much, sir, for the interview.
Good to have you down. Thank you.